Imagine traveling to another planet in the blink of an eye. With over 6,000 suppressed technologies, new means of transportation to future worlds is in most of our futures. These journeys capture our imaginations. They make us dream of exploring the universe. Stargates are just one such phenomena which has been described by many as portals or gateways that allow instantaneous travel between different locations in the universe, different dimensions, or even different points in time. So let's jump right in and explore the possibilities. But first, remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my videos. I have a link to my store in the description. It's thexpharmacist.com, and you will find a growing inventory of related items. If you would like to make a small donation to my channel via a super thanks, I'd be honored and am always grateful for the support. So let's look at Stargates, what they are, how far we can go, and what it's like to pass through a Stargate. Stargates are like doorways connecting 2 points in space. Imagine a shimmering ring that opens a portal to another world. Step through, and you instantly arrive at your destination. Stargates create wormholes, which are shortcuts through the fabric of space-time. They allow travelers to bypass the vast distances between stars and galaxies. But I don't want to mislead you. It's actually a bit more than just stepping into a new world, and we will discuss the experience as told by those who have actually moved through Stargates. Teleportation also involves instantly transporting something. Instead, think of teleportation like sending a fax, but instead of paper, it's you. During teleportation, your body would be dematerialized, converted into energy, and then reassembled at your destination. Sounds a bit more ominous, doesn't it? Both methods eliminate travel time altogether, making it an enticing possibility for interstellar voyages, and hopefully making it easier for us all to be on time in this hectic world. Now that we know the difference between Stargates and teletransportation, we are going to focus on Stargates in this video. The concept of a wormhole is rooted in theoretical physics, where it represents a tunnel-like structure connecting two separate points in space-time. Stargates are large, ring-shaped devices that create a stable wormhole between two gates. A wormhole is also known as Einstein-Rosen bridge. When a Stargate is activated, it forms a wormhole that connects to another Stargate, typically on another planet or in a different galaxy. For a Stargate to work, it needs to create a wormhole that links two gates. Without a wormhole, the Stargate would not be able to facilitate travel, as the wormhole is the pathway that connects the 2 points in space-time. Creating and maintaining a stable wormhole requires exotic matter with negative energy density, which is still denied in official narratives. Wormholes do not require Stargates to exist. In physics, the concept of wormholes stands alone, representing potential natural phenomena that might occur in the universe, regardless of any technology such as Stargates. Stargates are highly advanced technology, hidden knowledge, and the potential for humanity to explore beyond the limitations of our current understanding. They represent crossing boundaries, whether those are physical, mental, or spiritual. But there is no doubt that something more is going on out there. Stargates require massive amounts of energy to create and maintain wormholes. The energy consumption is astronomical. The foundation for Stargates was given to the Earth years ago, but we have been left with trying to figure it all out. At the time, Earth was still being run by puppets of the Greys and reptilian Dracos. We have been advised that the Earth was allegedly cleansed of the Greys and Dracos in recent decades. During early 2020, factions of the world military are now working with secret space programs. Alliances of benevolent extraterrestrial higher dimensional beings intervened to remove or neutralize the influence of the Greys and Dracos on Earth. These events are said to have taken place behind the scenes, with the general public being largely unaware of them. Teleportation, on the other hand, poses the challenge of accurately disassembling and reconstructing matter. This process involves breaking down an object or person into their atomic components, transmitting this information across space, and then reassembling them perfectly at the destination. The precision required for this is mind-boggling, and even the smallest error could result in catastrophic consequences. Ensuring the integrity of the teleported object remains a significant hurdle. The reassembled matter must be identical to the original, with no loss of information or structural integrity. This requires advanced verification systems to ensure that every atom is in its correct place. The slightest deviation could lead to failures in the reassembled object, making this a critical area of research and development. But this video will focus on stargates, so let's get started. Now let's take a glance at what it's like to be transported in a stargate. Imagine a massive ring humming with energy, perhaps ancient symbols glowing as the final chevron locked into place. A burst of light explodes from the center of the stargate as it collapses inward, leaving only a fluid shimmer. It beckons you forward, the portal to another world, another galaxy, another reality. The closer you get to the stargate, the more the world around you seemed to blur, as if the gate's pull was distorting reality itself. You could feel the hairs on your arms rise as the electromagnetic field enveloped you. A mix of excitement and fear churned in your stomach. What would it feel like? Would it hurt? Would you even survive the journey? With one final step, you plunged into the unknown. The moment your body touched the surface, the world vanished in an instant. It wasn't like walking through a door or diving into water. It was as if you were simultaneously stretched thin and compressed into a single point of existence. Time seemed to dilate and contract all at once. A split second felt like an eternity, and eternity felt like the blink of an eye. Inside the wormhole, you are aware of everything and nothing. You are aware of this process, but there is no pain, only a strange, detached sensation. Flashes of light and shadow raced past your consciousness. Images from across the universe flickered in your mind's eye. Distant stars, alien landscapes, ancient civilizations long forgotten. It was as if the Stargate was showing you the infinite possibilities of existence, a brief glimpse into the endless tapestry of the cosmos. Just as suddenly as it began, the journey was over, and you have arrived at your destination. The light has dimmed, and your senses are returning one by one. The feel of solid ground beneath your feet, the rush of air filling your lungs, the beat of your heart sinking back into a familiar rhythm. The landscape around you is unlike anything you've ever seen, with towering crystalline structures that hum with energy, skies painted in hues of violet and green, and twin suns casting long shadows across the jagged terrain. You might ask, is this description accurate? Well, in this video, we are going to compare Star Trek imagery from as far back as 1966 to current-day space travelers, and see if we've really known for 60 years on Earth and they haven't told us. So let's take a look at how the Stargate experience is described by real-life people who claim to have experienced it. Quite a few notable people claim to have been through Stargates, some many times, and others are newer at it, but their experiences are all very similar thought. Some have expanded our understanding with their descriptions. So let's jump in and see what it's really like to travel through a Stargate. Randy Kramer has been involved in secret space programs and describes experiences involving advanced technology, including medbeds and travel through Stargates. I created a two-part series on Kramer and his experiences with medbeds that I will link at the end. He reports experiencing a rapid and sometimes overwhelming sense of acceleration or motion when passing through a Stargate, like being stretched or compressed in a tunnel-like structure. Kramer describes feeling various physical sensations, including intense vibrations or energy surges during the transit. Some of his experiences include a sense of being enveloped in energy fields or electromagnetic forces. Upon emerging from the Stargate, Kramer describes a sudden and jarring transition to a new location, which can be accompanied by a momentary disorientation or adjustment period. William Tompkins is an aerospace engineer who has spoken about encounters with extraterrestrial technology and advanced transport systems, including Stargates. Tompkins says that passing through a Stargate involves entering a form of wormhole or tunnel where the traveler experiences a brief but intense period of disorientation. This sensation is often described as a rapid, almost surreal transition from one place to another. He notes that the experience can be physically taxing, potentially leading to feelings of disorientation or fatigue. Corey Good also participated in the secret space program and experienced Stargates. He reports that passing through a Stargate involves entering a spatial tunnel or wormhole, where travelers experience a sensation of rapid movement or displacement. This transition is described as both disorienting and exhilarating, with a significant emphasis on the energy or vibrational changes experienced during travel. Good notes that while the technology is advanced, it can have varying effects on the body and mind. Travelers might feel physically exhausted, disoriented, or experience changes in perception following their journey. He emphasizes that the technology is designed to minimize harm, but the experience can still be intense. David Wilcock is a researcher and author who discusses stargates and advanced technology in the context of his work on ancient civilizations and extraterrestrial contact. Wilcock portrays the experience of passing through a stargate as involving a profound sense of transformation or transcendence. He also describes a sensation of moving through a tunnel or vortex, with associated feelings of heightened energy or enlightenment. Wilcock generally describes the effects as more metaphysical than physical. The process is said to involve an elevation of consciousness rather than significant physical changes or discomfort. Wouldn't that be amazing if everything was right here? Andy Basiago was also involved in secret government projects that included time travel and teleportation, which he describes as experiences involving stargates. Andy reports that passing through a stargate involves a sensation of being rapidly transported, often accompanied by a feeling of disorientation or a flash, as the traveler moves through the portal. Basiago has mentioned that the experience of traveling through stargates can be physically and mentally taxing. Again, he notes a disorientation or fatigued after their journey. He also notes that the technology is purportedly designed to mitigate harm, but the experience can still be intense. I've spoken of Elena Dannon quite a few times, but she is an eminent author, speaker, and archaeologist, and most importantly, an emissary of the Galactic Federation of Worlds. Elena's first Stargate was on December 11, 2022, so this is very recent. She also describes a tunnel-like structure or a vortex. Both Elena and Tony Rodriguez have described a Stargate portal located behind Jupiter, which is one of the most significant in our solar system. It is described as a massive natural wormhole that can be used for intergalactic travel. Dannon explains that this portal is not just a typical vortex, but is made of a substance she refers to as dark energy liquid, or the goo. This portal allows travel to other galaxies and is protected by various extraterrestrial groups who ensure its security. Elena describes the feeling as a motion sickness or dizziness and advises people to drink a lot of water to settle all of the particles. Lastly, there's Tony Rodriguez, a peeker and abductee for over 20 years, was kidnapped and tortured by the Illuminati. Tony reports a sensation of intense acceleration or movement through a stargate, similar to other accounts of rapid transit. He advised that the journey can involve a significant shift in perception and reality. He also mentions experiencing physical and mental effects, such as disorientation or fatigue after using stargates. Tony talks about the adaptation process required when arriving at a new location. All of these people will be linked in the description of this video. So here's the deal. We have a television show back in 1966 talking about traveling through stargates and wormholes, and we have a bunch of really credible people who claim to have done it personally. What's even more puzzling is the fact that both accounts nearly 60 years apart are remarkably the same. A tunnel wormhole, flashing lights, disorientation, a blurring or disorientation, a surreal mix of excitement and trepidation. Both describe no pain, awareness that may be possible distorted, a stretching and pulling sensation right down to the fluidy substance. I'd say the experiences are pretty similar. So tell me your thoughts. Are all of these people delusional? Or has the US government been surreptitiously disclosing knowledge of these technologies through Hollywood for 60 years? Imagine a future where humanity is no longer confined to our solar system. We could explore new worlds, establish colonies on distant planets, and even encounter other intelligent civilizations. The possibilities are as boundless as the universe itself. As we stand on the brink of a new era in space exploration, the dream of faster-than-light travel serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration. It reminds us that no matter how insurmountable the challenges may seem, the human spirit is capable of achieving the extraordinary with a little help from our friends. So, as we gaze up at the stars and ponder the mysteries of the cosmos, let us remember that the future is not set in stone. With imagination, determination, and a relentless pursuit of knowledge, travel and embark on journeys beyond our wildest dreams.